Welcome to Pimpy's Investment Chat, where we keep investment talk simple. And here's your host, Pimpy.
What is going on out there, peeps? Okay, had a great chat. Talked to this lady. She said she was disappointed in me, and I said, why? She goes, you used to believe in NESARA GESARA, and now you don't believe in it. And I said, no, if that's the case, then you never listened to my videos. You see, I wasn't out there trying to support the whole NESARA GESARA because I didn't believe you're going to see somebody pop out of the woodworks and go, NESARA GESARA, and everything is fixed. No, I didn't never go along with that story. What I said is, there are some things in this movement that I support, and all these stories being told were just really far-fetched. But there was a list of things on the NESARA GESARA that I found interesting. I thought I should go through and see if this is legit, to see if there's anything I can prove. This is a list right here. I've always went by this. I said, see, if people just spoke about having these things changed, that to me is realistic. It's easy for other people to understand and support this kind of movement. All these stories about St. Jerome and President Clinton having a gun to his head and Trump still in office kind of bullcrap is just BS. And these people tell these wild stories and they got NDAs and all that. I never supported that part of it. I did support having these things happen. So I went through each one of these and tried to see which ones I could prove and which ones I can debunk. So it's not that I don't support the whole NESARA GESARA thing. You know, calling it NESARA GESARA I thought was kind of hokey. I thought if anything it was more of a debt jubilee. But I said, no, this part right here. All these items on this list, I support. All those wackadoodle stories, I don't support. And I said that like a million times. Now, if somebody jumps out and goes, hey, NESARA GESARA, and it happens, great. That's good news for everybody. That's what was going to happen. But, hey, to each his own. So every story that was going on out there, I went out to try to prove them or debunk them, one way or another. And the purpose of that was so that people don't even pull their hair out, going crazy over what was real and what wasn't. The QFS system is probably the biggest thing coming out of NESARA GESARA. In the beginning, I said there was no such thing. Then I went through and corrected myself because I have a friend. He did work in the government. I told everybody the story. He doesn't know anything about banking and all that. That's not what he deals with. We talk geopolitics. And I said, hey, if you ever hear anything about it, let me know. Everybody knows the story. During the phone conversation, at the end, he drops his bomb on me. He goes, oh, by the way, that thing you were talking about, that quantum financial system? I said, yeah. He goes, it's real. It exists. And I was like, well, how you can't just drop that on me? I need some more information. Give me something, a website or something to go to. He says, I don't have any of that. He said, you asked me if somebody in the government brought it up and I can find out if it exists or not to let you know. I can just tell you that, yes, it does exist, but I can't tell you anything more about it. Now, that was a dilemma to me, all right? Because, I don't want to keep going on there saying this thing isn't real when it's real. But I don't like talking about anything that I couldn't prove. So it drove me crazy. I researched the hell out of it. I must have debunked at least 1,000 freaking stories about the QFS. Finally, I came across the actual QFS system. The real QFS system. And then I did a video on it telling everybody, here it is. It's in a bank in Spain. It's being used. It is a QFS system. But it's not the way you're being told about being up in a higher dimension and God put this thing together and aliens are holding it together. All that's just bullshit. All right, you guys? Anyways, I went through again and found another posting in which people were going on and on about having your QFS card. And it's just hokey. These people were making it up. I debunked the pictures that they had many, many times. Anyways, a recent post that came out, I'm going to go over. I made a video about it, so let's go over your comments, shall we? Before we get started, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button. If you're not a subscriber, please do so, because when you do, it helps out the channel, and I certainly do appreciate it. If you're thinking about buying gold and silver, head on over to our friends at Miles Franklin. The link will be down below in the description. When you make your purchase, make sure you use promo code Pimpy, P-I-M-P-Y, and they'll take care of you. If you have any additional questions, you can reach us over here at this phone number or over here at this particular email. For all orders over $10,000, reach out by email and we'll make sure that you get a great deal. So come on over to Miles Franklin and add to your precious metal inventory. So anyways, I was on Facebook, saw somebody had posted this. These are people taking it to the whole next level, man. Seriously, they are. So I went through, did a video about it, and I'm looking to see what your responses were. Good job, thank you. You're very welcome. Very informative. Thank you. Hope this helps. Breaks my heart to think how many will fall for this. Oh, you'd be surprised how many people have went down that rabbit hole. They absolutely positively believe that people wear a mask and there's clones running around or there's CGI. There might be some truth to that. And I'm aware of clones, by the way. But the way they're describing it in these stories that they're using is, to me, it's just, like I said, these people are wackadoodles. One person that everybody wants me to talk to is Derek Johnson. Yeah, I seen him today live. I asked him a question several times, so I don't know if the video was live because he never did respond to my question. But if you guys want to reach out to him and let him know if he wants to do a video together, absolutely, I'm gaming for it. You know, I have a lot of questions for him because the way he's using the continuity of government seems off to me, and I was wondering if he knew what the real continuity of government was, otherwise known as a cog. So yeah, I wouldn't mind talking to him or Dr. Scott, I think is the other one. If they want to do it all three together, that's fine with me. Thank you, Pimpy. You're doing a great job to educate people. Very nice from you. I appreciate the kind words. I do my best. So what I try to do is not only tell you my opinion, but I try to show you the receipts. So you know I'm not lying. I'm like, here you go. You can see for yourself. Thank you for clearing that up, Pimpy. You're very welcome. I just don't want people to get burnt, lose money, or anything like that with that bunch of hokiness. Thanks for all you do, Pimpy. You're very welcome. Thank you, Pimpy. You're very welcome. Thanks, Pimp. You're very welcome. Anyone notice Alex Vesa is pushing this? Who? I'm guessing you're talking about this gentleman here that's pushing it, is he? Huh. I'm not sure who he is, but you brought him up. I was just curious. We're starting to see a lot of things that are being spoke about cross over. You have the QAnon movement crossing over with the NESARA GESARA and all those hokey stories that go together. We're starting to see people who are into holistic healing all of a sudden now crossing over into the NESARA thing. It's like, oh, good Lord, man, one is bleeding into the other. If people find out that one is a real popular subject, they will jump on it to get subscribers and get views. It's like, you know, the tempting is unbelievable to them. If I'm going to talk about a subject, I'm going to go in and try to prove it or debunk it. Either way. Too legit to quit. Thanks, Pimpy, for your hard work and attention to details. People are getting pretty ballsy posting this kind of thing up. Yeah, they're way beyond ballsy. The fact that these people had an actual van and a trailer that had QFS on it, that was pretty freaky to me. If they fall for it, then it's their fault for not researching it. Greed is usually a big motivator. I just want a med bed more than anything. Tired. Thanks, Pimpy. You're a hell of a researcher. Some channels just say hi to everyone and sell their shit, not giving a damn. I'll leave it there. I understand. Look, I don't want people to fall down these traps. I don't. As far as med beds are concerned, you know, there is a lot of advanced technology that's coming out. And I think it's funny that every time something comes out new, they go, look, it's a med bed. It's just a newer version of old technology. Although a lot of the new technology that's coming out is very advanced. So there's a thing called a ZAP that I thought was very interesting when it comes to people who are dealing with cancer. I did some research into it. I have more questions than I have answers, but it is a very interesting futuristic machine. And because it looks all futuristic, people are jumping up and down saying that's part of the med beds. So call it what you want. As long as it helps people, it helps them heal, it helps them have a better quality of life, then I'm supportive, whatever you want to call it. So this all in the NESARA GESARA and QFS stuff is all BS. The stories that are out there being told are all BS. QFS system is a real system, but not the way people are talking about. As far as the NESARA GESARA movement, there's some items on there that I can prove and other items I can't. What I don't like is all the hokey stories. Oh, Trump's still in office and we got the continuity of government, when they don't know what they're talking about. It sounds fancy the way they do it. When they throw around all these codes and crap like that, you go, ooh, man, they must know what they're talking about. Until you actually go research what they're talking about and you realize they don't know their ass from a hole in the ground. Who would fall for all this fake BS? Well, I tell you who. This NESARA GESARA has been around since 2005. On my website, Pimpy's News Network, I posted a movie from 2005 when they were pushing NESARA GESARA. And guess who the hero was in there? You know how Trump is now the hero in this movement? Guess who the hero was back in 2005? Bill Clinton. I'm not even kidding. He was the hero. Everybody was waiting for him to save us. The whole 9 yards. Just like they do Trump now, they were doing Bill Clinton back then. It's crazy to see the evolution of this movement. Anyone fall for this is crazy. Gov will let you know after this part right here. I'm thinking you're being God, huh? Huh? Yeah, that's what I said. I think she means God will let you know. is what it is. I'm only assuming, but Linda will let me know. So yeah, I'm all of a sudden seeing a new huge wave of this thing being pushed once again. And they're pushing the QFS system and how you have to have XRP and all that's just crap. I told everybody how I feel about cryptocurrencies. Not only did I tell you, but I showed you. When I first told people that XRP was part of this New World Order movement, people thought I was crazy. And then you heard the CEO saying they want to be part of this movement. Then I said they're not good guys. You know, they're helping with the central bank digital currency. People said, no, they're not. It's part of the QFS system. Then when I showed you on their website that they have now created a central bank digital currency, people told me that's because the white hats took over. It's like, man, good Lord. You know, no matter what you tell them, this is what they're going to believe. And there's nothing you could do about it. All I could do is just present my side of things. People can hear it and they can take it from there, whether or not they want to believe in it. If something does pop up that's positive, I always share it. When stuff pops up that's negative, I always share it. Anyways, I appreciate you guys tuning in. I will catch you later. I'm out.